As tensions escalate in the Middle East, the United States has taken decisive action by deploying a squadron of F/A-18 Super Hornets to the region. This move signals a significant increase in America's military presence and underscores its commitment to regional stability. All sources for this information are included in the description below. The deployment comes in response to growing concerns over potential Iranian aggression and the need to protect American interests and allies in the region. According to a U.S. official, about a dozen F/A-18 fighter jets from the aircraft carrier Theodore Roosevelt have been flown to an undisclosed military base in the Middle East. This strategic move is part of a broader effort by the Pentagon to safeguard American troops and assist in defending Israel against possible attacks from Iran and its proxies. The United States has long been involved in Middle Eastern affairs, driven by a complex web of strategic, economic, and geopolitical interests. The current escalation is primarily motivated by several key factors: protecting regional allies. The U.S. has strong ties with several Middle Eastern nations, particularly Israel. The recent deployment is partly in response to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's favorable reception of President Joe Biden's promise of new defensive U.S. military deployments to the region. Countering Iranian influence, Iran's growing power, and its support for various proxy groups in the region have been a significant concern for the U.S. and its allies. The deployment of F/A-18 Super Hornets is seen as a deterrent against potential Iranian aggression. Maintaining regional stability. The U.S. aims to prevent the outbreak of a wider regional conflict that could destabilize the entire Middle East, safeguarding economic interests. The Middle East remains crucial for global oil supplies, and any major conflict could disrupt international markets. The United States has several objectives in its role as a stabilizing force in the Middle East. Deterrence. By deploying advanced military assets like the F/A-18 Super Hornets, the U.S. aims to deter potential aggressors and prevent the escalation of conflicts. As stated by U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin, these adjustments to military posture are designed to improve U.S. force protection, to increase support for the defense of Israel, and to ensure the United States is prepared to respond to various contingencies. Protection of allies. The U.S. is committed to defending its allies in the region, particularly Israel. The deployment of additional naval assets and fighter jets demonstrates this commitment and provides reassurance to regional partners. Counterterrorism. The U.S. continues to focus on combating terrorist organizations in the Middle East. The F/A-18 Super Hornets have previously been used to intercept missiles fired by Houthi militias and conduct strikes against various targets. Maintaining freedom of navigation. Ensuring free passage through critical waterways like the Strait of Hormuz is crucial for global trade and energy security. Preventing nuclear proliferation. The U.S. remains committed to preventing the spread of nuclear weapons in the region, particularly concerning Iran's nuclear program. At this point, I'd like to remind our viewers to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest developments in this ongoing situation. Your support helps us continue bringing you in-depth coverage of critical global events. The deployment of F/A-18 Super Hornets to the Middle East is particularly noteworthy due to the aircraft's capabilities and versatility. These multi-role fighters are capable of both air-to-air combat and precision ground attacks, making them ideal for the complex operational environment of the Middle East. The Super Hornets have already proven their effectiveness in the region. In January, F/A-18s from the USS Eisenhower successfully intercepted and shot down 2 anti-ship cruise missiles, a ballistic missile, and 18 drones during a single engagement with Houthi forces. This demonstrates the aircraft's crucial role in defending against a variety of threats, from traditional missiles to emerging drone technologies. Moreover, the deployment of these naval fighters to a land base is intriguing, given that the U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, already has a variety of fighter jets stationed in the region, including F-15E Strike Eagles, F-16 Fighting Falcons, and A-10 Warthogs. This suggests that the Super Hornets are being positioned for a specific strategic purpose, possibly to provide rapid response capabilities or to reinforce existing air defenses. The deployment of FA-18 Super Hornets is part of a larger military buildup in the region. The U.S. is also sending additional naval assets, including cruisers and destroyers, capable of intercepting ballistic missiles. Furthermore, a dozen F-22 Raptors are reportedly en route to the same base where the Super Hornets have been stationed, indicating a significant enhancement of America's air superiority capabilities in the region. This buildup comes in the wake of heightened tensions following the assassinations of senior Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran and top Hezbollah commander Fuad Shukur in Beirut. While Israel is believed to be behind these killings, the incidents have raised concerns about potential Iranian retaliation and the risk of a wider regional conflict. Despite the strategic rationale behind the U.S. military presence in the Middle East, the policy is not without its critics. Some argue that continued American involvement in the region perpetuates a cycle of conflict and resentment. Others contend that the financial and human costs of maintaining such a significant military presence outweigh the benefits. Additionally, there are concerns about the potential for miscalculation or unintended escalation. The presence of advanced military hardware in a volatile region increases the risk of accidental confrontations or the misinterpretation of military movements. As the situation in the Middle East continues to evolve, the deployment of FA-18 Super Hornets and other military assets underscores America's commitment to playing a stabilizing role in the region. However, the effectiveness of this strategy in preventing conflict and protecting U.S. interests remains to be seen. The coming weeks and months will be crucial in determining whether this show of force will deter potential aggressors or if it will lead to further escalation. As always, diplomatic efforts will need to accompany military posturing to achieve lasting stability in the region. In conclusion, the deployment of FA-18 Super Hornets to the Middle East represents a significant escalation in America's military presence in the region. While aimed at deterring aggression and protecting allies, this move also highlights the complex challenges facing U.S. foreign policy in one of the world's most volatile regions. As events unfold, the international community will be watching closely to see how this latest chapter in Middle Eastern geopolitics plays out.